What's up, my people? We are live. Happy Saturday, folks. So, yep. Now, was Britt right to slap? Was Obrick right to slap Britt? Because I'm like, dang, girl. One second, y'all. I got a new computer. That's why I've been missing in action lately because my other computer broke. So I'm getting used to this new laptop. This kind of live when you have that. I don't know about how. Yes, why she got it? No, Brick. You know what? After I don't even have to show it right now because no, Brick was wrong. She need to keep her hands to herself. She ain't had no business putting her hands on Britt like that. When Britt was right. She earned it from Obrecht. She learned that from Obrecht. So therefore, no. If she didn't learn that from Obrecht, then that wouldn't have been a problem. She didn't learn that from Obrecht. So what do y'all want my girl Britt to do? At the end of the day, she's doing what Obrecht taught her to do. To be self-centered and self-righteous. So like because are y'all forgetting that Obrick did that to Robin? Y'all forgetting what Obrick did to Robin?
Me waste away. So you played God with our hearts and our lives.
Obrick did the same
I wonder
thing.
where I learned that from. Mother, please, I am home. I love you. I did all of this for you. Lies! You were thinking of no one but yourself. And you tortured the people who loved you in the process.
See? Now, no. Obrick did the same thing to Robin. Okay, you did the same thing with Robin. Remember that? Remember that, Obrick? Yes, it was a fair use. It was fair use because I had to show y'all how Obrick's a hypocrite because you see that's not right. She did the same thing to Robin. Two wrongs don't make a right. Okay, two wrongs don't make a right, but you know what? At the end of the day, what's done is done. And hi, Danny Bear. Damn, that slap child. Mm-hmm. It's so. Oh yeah, Danny Bear, snack collector Nia Jax was on. Okay, that snack collector. She was on yesterday. She beat up both Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. So poor Nia Jax. She always has to find ways. Gemini. Robin is all right. It don't matter. She's all right now because she had to move out of Port Charles because remember the next time you defend Ava and we remind you she shot and killed Connie in cold blood. So, well, Sonny shot and killed AJ in cold blood. It's wonderful to see. By the chance, did you get the email I sent you earlier this week? I'll search for the email. I'll search for it. I think I saw that for a brief second, but I forgot. But I was busy. Hi, Spiderquake. Spiderquake said you missed my comment, but I said AJ Lee and CM Punk are back, so you need to build that bridge. Rather we be friends again. If AJ, look, what? Why is? Who told? Wait a minute. I'll read the first one that you put. I'm gonna reread it again. Kyreese, AJ Lee, and CM Punk are back. It's time to rebuild the bridge with Albert. I miss your collabs with Albert and Brock. Also, happy you got a better laptop. Awesome. Hello, Janice. That treehouse Trent needs to get her because that bitch is out of control with this whole Willow. Connie Vininsky. Don't get me started with that Connie Vininsky nonsense. And as far as that is concerned, it's like the 757 loves Naya. Listen. Carly told Anna that she threatened Drew, treehouse tramp. How dare she? Why is Elizabeth snitching? Don't Elizabeth know that snitches get stitches? Like, why is she snitching? Like, no. Why are you snitching, Elizabeth? That's not right for you to be snitching right now. No, 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 no. Brock split his pants. I'm dead. But as far as everything else is concerned, look, I'm cool. Sonny trying to shut up. I hope it works. To shut Drew up, I hope it works. Me too, Aaron. I hope it works too. I would like to know your thoughts on the Gates because Brock TV loves it. Albert says it's trash. What is your thoughts? I haven't been watching Beyond the Gates this last week, but I'm gonna still find a way to love Eva because that's honestly the reason why I'm not watching it because I heard they made Eva into a bad character again, and I don't appreciate Eva being portrayed in no bad light as far as I'm concerned. Eva Thomas is the star of the show, right along with Naomi and Danny Dupree. So I love Beyond the Gates the last time I saw it. I just haven't had a chance to see it this last week. But the last time I was watching it, I was loving it. So it is not trash. You want to know what is trash, though, Spiderquake? Portia. Portia Robinson is the trash one. Because on March 5th, 2020, she debuted on this episode at around 2:15 to 2:20 to 2:30 p.m. She came up in there and she was hella disrespectful to my Ava. I remember that like it was yesterday. Okay? That was a week before I turned 20 years old. My last week, I had to listen to Portia Robinson come in there threatening my Ava. So therefore, if that trash gets to live on, so does Beyond the Gates. That is not the worst soap opera. You want to know the worst soap opera is a man that has killed my beautiful black girlfriend. That was the worst damn soap opera in the history of soap operas. Drew's blaming everyone for shooting him. Bitch, you got 2 bullets, not 10. Exactly. Shit, Drew would have gotten every last bullet in my gun case. He would have gotten every last bullet. Every single last one. Be out his damn mind. Britt was too nonchalant. I understand Britt was nonchalant, but get over it like Ava got over it. Now, I'm just getting started. There was a rumor that Ridge Forrester was supposed to be the guest star on Beyond the Gates. He better not be. I don't want to see Ridge on Beyond the Gates. But I'm hoping that Devon goes back to Beyond the Gates. That was one of the best episodes when Devon went to go visit on Beyond the Gates. But I'm gonna start watching Beyond the Gates again. And, Lordy. You know what? That's why I don't want to talk about that TV show ever again. I'm done talking about that TV show. That horrible TV show where he should have... Hi, Allison. How are you, honey? Drew know if Michael shot him. First of all, Michael was to shoot. Michael don't miss. That's why Michael got his 3 kids. Because when he shoots, he scores. I think Britt did that to push Liesl away. Sure did. Because I'd be pushing Liesl away too. With her evil ass. After everything she had done. What's up, Roxanne? Jacqueline said goodnight, y'all. I've heard, you see, they just get more and more and more trash by the second. Because I was glad Brock had on underwear. Oh, y'all talking about Brock Lesnar. That's who ripped his things. That's why when he shoots, he scores. I'm dead. I know Liesl is hurt, but she has no right to slap her daughter. Exactly. Michael Swimmer should enter the Olympics. Britt wasn't any good either. Whoever gets Peter out of the ice box may be the same person who resurrected Britt and Nathan. We are not bringing back Peter August. We're not going to put that out there in the universe. Not in this universe or the next one. That's what we're not about to do. We're not going to put that. We're not going to put that out there. Oh, that hooker and Michael may be family. She may be related to Monica's sister. Ooh. Well, I like Jacinda. I don't understand why she has to be. Yep, Lesnar F5 truth anything. I wasn't a mod around here for nothing. Legendary quote got to clock him. No, I'm not. I'm dead. Luck. But how have y'all been this week though? I hadn't been live for majority of the week. So how was y'all week, everybody? My week was great. During my time off, I've been looking back into my book. Hello Regina, how are you? And I got great news. My book came along exactly how I thought it was. It was really, really, really good. Me rereading that and going through that, everything aged perfectly. And I'm this close from being ready to take that to an agent because I have 2 major books that will come out with this. That's going to be a game changer. So be on the lookout for this channel. We'll be having updates within the next year. You're going to be noticing some different type of videos uploading relating to the book because I have a solid business plan now that's coming into effect. So just be on the lookout because I have a very great feeling by the 2028 election, I have 2 major stories. Hello, Double C. How are you? Thank you. I hope Jacinda sticks around. GH hasn't had a good hooker storyline since Bobby Spencer. Hey, Jacinda did what Jacinda got to do. But yes, thank you, Danny Bear. Thank you, Allison. And thank you, everyone. Because I'm looking forward to that. Because once, as part of my pitch to the editor, I'm going to make sure I find a way to negotiate some promotion videos that I'll upload right here on this channel. So if you notice different videos being posted, you'll see why. Y'all know in advance. Congratulations, Kyreese. You're going to go new places for sure with your book. Absolutely. Roger Evans came out very strongly. Ethan came out. Good. Jacinda got to get that coin. Respect exactly with the cost of living everywhere. She better get that coin. I think Britt was lying that she faked her death. I think she covered it up for someone. People keep saying, when can we buy the book? Some point in the next year or so, because I'm gonna do it through an agent though. So I'm gonna try to get these 2 books actually published. Instead of self-published, they're gonna actually be published because it's more than a book, it's a brand too. So that's why congrats on the book. I hope it works out for you. I can't wait to read it. Me too. I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming. And I have a lot of passionate ideas and creativity that has really come out into these books. And especially the second book where I get to take down 3 states a notch. I sure am. So those that have watched my past scenes, y'all know what states I have long-running issues with. 3 of them. So they about to be put on notice. Sweet, I'll definitely read it. Thank you. But more importantly, it's just like it's representation now that was long overdue. Because you gotta be who you are, and you can't let anyone tear you down. Britt is working with someone who she hasn't said it as of yet. Maybe Peter. No, not Peter. We do not need Peter. I just and some hooker with a Dakota name. Yep. How do you feel about Charlie Kirk's murder? I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. Like he don't care about black people. So therefore, like if I was the one murdered, would he be sitting over there grieving me? No. So I'm not about to be grieving Charlie Kirk either. I'm not about to be faking the funk on no Charlie Kirk. It is what it is. The only thing I wish is that it was Donald Trump right along with him. I said what I said. But still, did he have to die that way? No. But if he's like that now, then if he's going to be Trump's age, he'll probably be even more like Trump. We need less Donald Trumps in this world. I'm just saying. I heard that you got Amy Choi knocked up and she's carrying your twins. Why are you making Sophia have chin? Because Amy Choi, she's a little bit of an older woman, and she I hit that right spot, and she kind of split it. And things facts. Exactly. So all them other ones that are going up in there talk about, it doesn't matter what the political views. You want to talk about that, but they don't want to talk about when Alabama put more immunity to their officers. They signed an outright license to kill black people out there in Alabama. And who the hell was Charlie Kirk rooting for? Right over there. I'm just saying. Them same ones, they're all cut from the same cloth. They want to talk about, Kurt didn't care about, exactly. I'm bisexual and black, so he don't give a damn about me. I don't give a damn about him. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Exactly. Keeping that same energy. I'm not wasting no fake tears. Like I said, did he have to die that way? No, but because I want Trump dead, but I don't want him murdered. I want it to be a more natural disaster. He deserves to naturally die. Okay? I would rather Trump, fall into some lava or something, or get struck by some trees, or some very bad hurricane, something like that, or maybe a slow and more painful death. He does by his own people. The damn dude dad turned him in. Damn, no loyalty. Okay, just wanted some feedback. Exactly. So it is what that is. But I'm kind of actively hoping that Trump is next. But I'm hoping it's a natural disaster that gets him directly. Just saying. Kyreese, Clarke, if you order a hit, you have lost your freedom to. I didn't order no hit on him. I'm not wasting no bullets. I wouldn't waste no bullets on him. Like I said, I'd rather it be more of a natural consequences. Just like Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk were a natural pain in the asses. Just like that Alabama governor. Just like that Florida governor, just like that the state of Texas. All of them. Corrupt. When Trump almost got taken. Oh, please, evil don't die. Stop having sympathy for people. So close. I know, I was like, damn. But pure evil can't die yet. But I think they stopped him from becoming Trump. So thank you, because he's downstairs right now. He's downstairs looking up at my black ass. If Trump dies, we got to worry about J.D. Vance, and he can go too. Just saying. That's this. Keep this lesson in mind, folks. Exactly. No sympathy for people that do not like you because you're black. Next topic. Exactly. Next topic. Anywho, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Jason is mad at Anna Devane because you know what? It's about time she sees that Anna Devane is a no good old crusty English muffin. So like she could talk about, oh no, but she made some points though. I forget, it's always and his other minions. Anna played Jason for a jackass. Good for him. Exactly. But you know what? But she has a point though. Jocelyn is a grown woman. So what you expect? She's a grown, immature woman that ain't shit as an agent. But what do you want Anna to do? What you want her to do about it? Big bad Jason Morgan Superman. Jason and Anna are cut from the same cloth. I love Jason going in on Anna. It's about time, her hypocritical behind. She would go back to Valentine in a hot second. But I sure am happy that Britt was giving Lulu all type of attitude. She's like, oh, Ben's here? Josh still sucks as an agent. How do you feel about Rachel soon to be going to Statesville? Long overdue. That Rachel is evil. Evil, I tell you. Evil, evil, evil. And she needed to get with who's a better man? Jason Morgan. Anna hit Jason hard. Grown is a strong word. Jocelyn's a young adult. More accurately, I'll call her hitting the sheets with every man she gets, qualifying her as an adult, but that's just me. Anna has some weird logic. Josh is in bed. That man already damn what a young tramp like her mama. Jason is going to keep his promise to Josh, and then when Carly finds out, she's going to be pissed at Jason right along with Brennan. Anna needs to be finding a way to get Valentine out. Now, Valentine is a criminal. He stole Ava's money. And Blank is a shithead. He is. He went back to that walking mattress, I hear. And he can go straight to hell, too. Jocelyn will never hack it for me as an agent. Ask the chat if they want to see Aaron with Gabby. Hell no. I don't want to see him with that tramp. That no good tramp. Gabby is trash. But Jocelyn is also sleeping with Vaughn right now. Like, what was really the point of replacing Vaughn with Dex? With Dex with Vaughn, I really don't get the point. Like, they're more or less the same. Britt can go back to pretending to be dead. She's still the same a-hole. Go back to the island. No, Britt has a point, okay? At the end of the day, she brought Ben into this world. I'm so happy Britt will be a thorn in Lulu's side. Britt won't care. She'll just drive Lulu crazy. Yeah, Lulu. Because you mad because when Britt had a baby, she carried it to term. When Lulu had a baby, she cut it out. So therefore, Lulu will always be mad. The only time she got pregnant, she got an abortion. So now what? I mean, Britt may have carried your embryo, but at least she delivered a healthy baby. I love that Britt called Rocco Ben. Exactly. Free Val. Absolutely not. Valentine's going to is staying in jail. The writer no want Dex again. That's why. I was so happy to see Britt. I heard they're supposed to bring back blah blah and blah blah's son. You know what? I don't want to talk about that walking mattress. What point to Britt now being a jackass? Point made now by LOL. We could agree that Anna should run Demira, not Gabby. She should do OnlyFans. Exactly. Because she's only ever on her back anyways. No good tramp. Brick and Sonny set Drew up for the bride. Britt put the paperwork in the safe before Drew came home. Awesome. That linebacker gave her bit, but she still gave it right to term, though. She carried him right to term, though. So now what? She did her job all the way through, at least. Britt carried and stole the baby. Okay, next. I'm dead. Look. Don't read that garbage of a TV show. I'm not. Because I'm so sick of that show. Keep embarrassing me. I can't believe I ever once watched that garbage. That show's a piece of garbage. But what happened on the Young and the Restless yesterday? That's what I want to know. Valentine's mustache with a little mud. I'm like, damn. I will give it to Lulu. She did handle that demon seed of hers very well. She took away the car keys. Brooklyn quarter pounder can't get pregnant anymore. Oh, yes, she can. Her eggs, she's young and vibrant. It's Chase's powdered milk that's stopping that train. That's that powdered milk. Drew will fake memory and say Michael shot him. I like seeing Lulu pissed off, but Liesl and Obrick do not have Liesl and Britt. Like, you see, I don't want to hear about that nonsense about who married who. Looks like a young Scarlett Johansson. That garbage show should be taken off the air. Nobody would care, sure won't. I'm embarrassed by that TV show. It embarrasses me, honestly. It's just, unacceptable. They're not about to embarrass me like this. And then the last I heard on The Young and the Restless was that Victor said he's going to try to run my Audra out of town. I'm telling you, Victor, you run my Audra anywhere. Anywhere, Victor. I promise you. It's going to be me and you, one-on-one, one way or another. Once I get this money and power from this book, I will be making my appearance on The Young and the Restless. Okay? And me and Victor Newman, we gonna have some words. Cause I'm gonna get you. I'm tired of you and your wife. Okay, sick of both of you, but especially your wife. Someone needs to put her in her place. And when I get the money and status, I sure will. Y'all think I'm BSing? I'm not. I would be right over there on The Young and the Restless. I sure would be. Sure would. Make me a guest appearance. Can you imagine if I made a guest appearance cussing out Nikki Newman on screen? There's a pop-up like, what's good, bro? Yeah, that show is like a comedy play. You can't take it serious. But I'll take it seriously enough to go, no Nikki this week. Thank you. Yes, there's no Nikki this next week. Awesome. Good. I cannot stand that old woman. So now I can go back and watch it. Yes, he want piss face. Kyle want her to go, and Victoria, Witchy, and Diane and Jack. I cannot stand Diane Jenkins. I don't like her either. So she's on my list too. So like I said, Victor, when these book sales come in, and they will be coming because there are my original ideas, The names of the books is called Open Close Fire and Roger Evans Fights Back. I'm saying that live here because to show proof that that is mine original invention. Now that's an episode I'd have to watch. If Kyreese was in Lightning, I heard Audra was leaving. Even Jacinda said if Drew sees her, he would say he shot her too. You going to make an appearance, but what character would you play? Also, Nikki's good on. No, the hell, she ain't good on no stripper pole. She ain't good on no stripper pole. And I would be playing the role of Audra's whatever, of Audra's doorman, or whoever the hell they got me playing. But I'm only going to be there for one episode because I can't stand to look at Nikki any longer. So therefore, I just need one episode to put Nikki Newman in her place. That's it. Nikki and Victor will be getting cussed out on one episode. That's it. I'll probably be in Abby's little stupid restaurant. I'm probably going to be a server for one day, a server with some lines. And I'm going to cuss them out and quit. Like, yes. It'll be a one-day terror on the Young and the Restless. Kyle trying to step to hold it. I'm like, boy, go sit his little scrawny ass down. We'll play Mariah's ex-boyfriend. I sure am. I'll be like, you know what, Mariah? Every time I was with Danny, Kyle's trying to get two black eyes. Uh-huh. I'm just saying, his little scrawny ass. Who he trying to get up in somebody's face and start threatening? Like he scared somebody. Like, boy. Not that I'm a fan, but not that I'm missing her, but where is Abby? I have no idea. That's why they put her on recurring. But those are the two that I would demand scenes with. Victor and Nikki. Well, because I would be cussing Nikki out. Long overdue. I'd be like, I've been waiting years to tell you this, you old bitch. I'd be like, come on, y'all got it. I'd be like, now come on, Josh Griffin. You got to give me one time. You just got to let me call her a bitch just one time. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I've been waiting years for this opportunity to rip into Nikki, and I'm not gonna waste this opportunity. I will follow everything else in your script as long as you let me call her a bitch at least once. Okay, just once. I'll get the point across. I will rip into Nikki like no other. Nikki, you wouldn't want no smoke with me. And after that, I'm gonna go work my way over to General Hospital too. Because Drew, Kane, and Willow will not be having no custody of none of them kids. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, how the hell they're gonna give Willow custody when she don't even have her own damn children? So how does that look? You have Scout, but you don't have custody of your own child. And Drew is up, and he still ain't asking about Scout with his deadbeat ass. I heard that Kyreese is sleeping with both, ranting with Ricardo and Cat Lady at the same time. That's a lie. I am celibate. Yes, Kyreese, get Drew and Willow. Yes, let's go. I strongly believe Willow shot Drew and Michael saw her because he knows who did it. Yep. But that's too little, too late. She don't get no second chances from me. She don't get no third chances from me. You could play Nikki's ex-stripper manager. Ugh. I'd have to pop my eyes out. Besides, she was a stripper about 200 years ago, well before I was born. Well, whose muscles am I seeing if Kyle ain't built? Oh, please. Kyle will get fucked up by Holden. But I can't believe that they're bringing WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia. You know, Saudi Arabia's crowd sucks. So F you, TKO. Seriously. Fuck TKO. Celibacy is overrated. Well, it's what I'm doing until I get married, okay? I'm not letting none of this 200 years ago. Exactly. That's where she was 200 years ago. So now, Ron said that Albert could play Kyle Dupelinger. Now Holden is scrawny. Please. Holden will still F Kyle up. Kyle ain't pumping no fear into nobody's heart. That little son of a biatch. Kyle ain't doing nothing. TKO are so damn good. They sure is. Who the hell wants to see WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia? I'm not watching the Royal Rumble either in protest. I don't give a damn. This is going to be the first year in whatever that I'm not watching the Royal Rumble either. F that. They wouldn't even let John Cena have his retirement match in Boston because the stupid ass TKO wanted $7 million. So, you know what? They can kiss my black behind. As Candy would say, it's the lies. Sullivan see my left foot. The lies. The lies. Look. When I get married, that is when I will give in to temptation when I get married. But until then, I am celibate. Because that is the right way. Okay? That was the spirit. I'm beginning to hope more and more that Willow's the one who's attempted to slew Drew. So the way she's still unhinged, she better never see them kids again. She ain't having no kids. Another thing, Michael doesn't have any burns on his body. What doctors went to work wonders. Just like my Ava when she was injured. I'm so upset with the writers for trying to put Belle and Sean back together. All these lies. They're putting Belle and Sean back together now? Of course they are. Of course. Because, you know, nobody could stay single for long. Not Nikki. What about Nikki? Can't stand that old hag. I'll be the first. Jacinda can be Wiley and Amelia's new mommy. Uh-huh. Now that she's Monica's sister, though. I mean, Monica's whatever. Her niece. And she ain't getting with Michael then. Facts. Drew still hasn't asked about his kid. You skipped my comment. Hold up. No, I didn't. I read that. You said the lies. I read your comment. Unless if let me look on YouTube. Let me look on YouTube. But if not, then I didn't skip anything. You skipped my comment. Hold up. No, I didn't. I read that. You said the lies. I read your comment. Yeah, I read your comment. No. What if can still bear? There ain't no way in hell that nasty old woman could bear anything. She can't bear nothing with her old crinkled ass. She looked like a crinkled French fry, and she can kiss my black ass with her horrible thing. I said, Heifer, you know you're slitting it. I'm dead. He's slitting it. Ain't nobody slutting it no more. I mean, not ever. Okay, Oh, Sonny kind of annoyed me on yesterday about this. I wish Michael would have compressed with Willow months ago. Really, she stalked Daisy and tried to frame him for a drug addiction. I'm looking for ways to reclaim my virginity. I'm dead. But it's too late for that. That one is long gone. Comparing not a good French fry, a crinkled French fry. We did outback the dog go. Charlotte was trying to find. I hope that she will be found soon. But I should have stayed a virgin until I was married. Okay, so therefore, you young ones, whoever was a virgin, you should stay a virgin until you get married. That is one of my biggest regrets. Okay? That's the trip. I wish I didn't see that come about Nikki having kids. I'm going to have nightmares. No, facts. I love Outback. She's adorable. Yeah. Tanya, Gordon, Timmy, and Rocky. Yes, Tanya's finally out of heat temporarily. But on October 1st, they cutting her ass up. She's resting, but they are cutting her up on Sunday. Outback better be safe and belly full of Bobby's burgers. They spaying her. Or does he take Viagra? You got to sample some before you settle down. That's true in general. However, it's just... Yeah, who the hell am I fooling? Who am I fooling? Shit, if I would. But you know what? Because sometimes when you got to meet somebody else's needs, it's like, was accusing Democrats of shit. You know what? He fanboy's gonna be fanboying. I'm dead. Cena is retiring. Is he for real this time? Yep. But he has to have his final match in Washington because greedy ass TKO wouldn't let it be in Boston. I was planning on going to John Cena for Boston, but no. Did TKO want to let that happen? No. I got hit on at the grocery store. Not the grocery store. I think people ain't nobody thinking about. Sure ain't. So why we got to keep mentioning him? I mentioned him earlier. Lord. But I'm here for Britt's attitude because no, screw that. If Britt could do that, could show Britt that she could do that to Robin, and then she did that because Emma was a little girl that had to go without her mother because Personally, though, I'm not. But what attracts me to guys is sweet, loving personality. I can't date someone who looks at it as a total douche. That's true. Hey, last day, but yeah, last day, TKO and WWE, they work in my nerves. They had the nerve to have Saudi. I'm glad that we got a wrestling fan in here because I want to vent about TKO all over again. I'm mad as hell that TKO did that. Listen to you, but if it was Ava, look, Ava didn't hold a woman hostage for all those years, okay? At the end of the day, whose child has a who what mother was separated from her child because of Ava? Connie's mama was dead already. Don't get me started with that Morgan nonsense. Okay. Trina talks too damn much. Why Emma what your mama did? She told Emma what her mama did? But you know what? Good, because Portia's a whore. Danny, he ran you an eggplant. Ava is holding Rick hostage right now. Well, okay. You got that. You got me there. You got me there. But technically, Christina and Alexis are the one that's holding Rick there. Ava just knocked him out. If we're going to be, but you know what? Yeah, you right. You right. Ava ain't shit either. Okay, fine. Yep. Trina told Emma, good. Anything that knocks Portia down a peg makes me happy. Yes, Trina did. Why would she run her mouth though? You don't be running your mouth telling her all types of family business. You keep that in whatever. Now, if you want to tell I love your head spin trying to defend Ava, TKO does say 49 is the last WrestleMania non-Saudi fans can attend. Facts. Because TKO make me sick. Lord. Right when we thought we got rid of Vince McMahon, they just found a way to just make it worse. When we thought it was gonna get better. Damn. Trina shit stupid like girl, that should have been in the vault. But Trina couldn't tell Portia that she got them test results burned and burned them. Exactly. Emma actually knows how to secure one's confidence. I trust her if I was Trina before I trust Kai again. But given Emma is the granddaughter of the police commissioner, well, messy. Charlotte told Gia that Outback is missing. Ava and Lucas should have more scenes together. They're so kind to each other. They sure is. That was so nice to see Ava and Lucas together. I could see Wrestle the last true WrestleMania to ever take place. Yeah, because knowing them, I wouldn't put it past them to try to put both. I wouldn't put it past them at all to try to do that. I'm dead. Emma don't listen to Anna. Love. Listen, I should have stayed a virgin. I should have. But I didn't. But I should have. Okay? Lord. Now I'm just Lucas and Ava should talk about Julian. They sure should. And Ava should be having custody of Scout, okay? And she should be having good visitation with Danny. They need Ava in their life. Now that their horrible mother is dead, Ava's the only good female influence those kids could have. Well, the best female influence those kids could have right now. I mean, Molly's in her feelings every 5 seconds. Hi, I know. And hey, Medora. Medora said you could be a born-again virgin. Kyreese Clarke gonna call his boo right after this shriek. Oh, boo-boo. What the F should Ava have Scout? Absolutely. Ava should have Scout over Drew. Ava and good female influence will never be in the same influence in the same sentence. It is because I said it was. Rachel sneak off to visit Rachel in jail. I don't know. I love me some Ava, but Scout doesn't know her from a hole in a wall. Oh, please, she would love her instantly. Okay? They would have an instant bond. I can guarantee you, Scout would be so happy if she saw Ava. If she was able to spend some time with Ava, Scout would never be happier. I bet you. And then think about it. The more time she spent with Ava, the more time she spent with little Avery. It's just awesome. Because, Ava's such a devoted mom, so why can't she be a devoted aunt? Okay? Scout should be in her auntie Ava's life. Exactly. Great Aunt Ava. See, it's more than great for a reason. Great and Ava always goes in the same sentence because, you see, everything Ava does, she has her reasons. She rejected that grifter Sam, not because Sam's a horrible person, which she was. Lord help us with the Ava gaslighting, but it's because she was trying to protect Sam. Because that's what Ava does. She protects people. She doesn't hurt anybody. Drew gets shot. He's back. I had a mosquito bite worse than him being shot. Exactly. Scout and Ava are going to run Port Charles with their. Ava's a great with children. Keep any away from Drew. I actually watched Beyond the Gates that they said was bad. I don't get the writing of that show. Look, go ahead, Heifer, and take Ava out of the crime as usual. What did Ava do that was wrong this week? Well, you know what? Yeah, she gave them sleeping. Okay, look, at the end of the day, Ava protects her and her child. I remember she hit Nicholas over the head because of the thing. But if I have it my way and open-close fire becomes a reality, I want Maura West to play the role of Cynthia. She's Ethan's mom, Ethan and Mitchell's mom. She's going to be perfect for that character. She sure would be. If I had it my way, it would be Maura West playing the role of Cynthia and Queen Latifah playing the role of Tasha. They would be playing rivals. Can you imagine? Ava and Christina writing those emails. Come on, Ava only protects her own interests. Everyone else be damned. No, she protects her daughter. Ava didn't protect Kiki when she stole her boyfriend. Well, Kiki stole her man back, so Ava taught her well, okay? She done came back with interest. Not only did Kiki take Morgan back from Ava, but she took Griffin too. So she got that trick back twice. Okay? So therefore, and who did she learn that from? Her good mama Ava. Oh my God. Talk about a gaslight. Because guess what? Once Griffin got with Kiki, he wasn't even thinking about hooking up with Ava again. I mean, he had to, outside of the time he had to. Like, I'm just saying. So therefore, that's because Ava taught her well. I'm telling you, Ava dressed her up. She told her what perfumes to wear. She told her how to steal her man. But the only thing is, Kiki stole it better than Thing. Is acting is great. It's porn acting, and the writing is Gen Z bullshit language that a bunch of influencers on the internet created. Aren't you a Gen Z too? You and I are both Gen Zs. So what is the point there? I mean, if you want to sound like some Gen Xer that wants to go ranting about I got to give it to Ava. She got her ops to hide Rick in their house. I'm dead. Look. Tell us how you really feel. That's not how he feels. That's how somebody else feels. He's just repeating what he heard from a different streamer. I'm just saying, we're both Gen Zs. But still, I'm just saying, how are we going to insult our entire generation when them Gen Xers did just as much crap, if not worse? Okay, at least we speak the truth, unlike them other ones that I'm just saying. Look, no, you stopped watching because there wasn't enough men in it, okay? That is why you stopped watching Beyond the Gates. So therefore, Beyond the Gates is some great TV show. Well, okay, no, it's not. But you know what? But it's not the worst one either. I'm just saying, they still got to find our footing. Like when Devon came on there, that was a good episode. Heffa, I know you were gone for a few days, but this Ava shit is a no, hell no. What did Ava do when I was gone? The way they talk reminds me of the girls I found in high school annoying. See, that's why. But that's the reason why you don't like that show, because there's too many women in it, and we all know you don't like women like that. I mean, you're working on it, but it's been a well-documented thing with you that you don't like women like that. So therefore, I mean, outside of... So it is what that is. I love Beyond the Gates. It's like the other stuff. It's got as good, it's bad, it's bad. It's a little flat right now, but still good stuff. Exactly. Victoria Rowell belongs on Beyond the Gates for a... Exactly. Now that will get the ratings up. We need to get Victoria Rowell up in there. Get her on that writing team too. Let's flesh it out. Yes, Victoria Rowell. Drusilla. But that is what that's about. Love. But that would be a really good match for Beyond the Gates. Victoria Rowell. That would be a good match. Lulu. But Lulu, I would love for Victoria to join the show. I'm surprised she's not involved. Exactly. It's a crime that she has Ted sleeping with Liesl. He slept with her? He slept with her again? Now that show sucks. I didn't know that information. See, that was hold up. So now, last I take it back. Nope, they do. Did that happen? I'm about to Google that real quick. Did this crap happen? Let me look up Beyond the Gates. Let me look up Beyond the Gates right now and see if that crap happened. If it did, I'm going in on all these people. Cause how now? How to the now? I know he didn't just cheat on Nicole for a second time with Liesl. Oh no, he didn't. He's trying to get cussed out. Ted, yes, I hear that will happen next week. Let me find out. Cause I'm telling you, I'm put that better be a dream. That better be a dream sequence. That better be a dream sequence. That's all I know. Cause if not, I'm cussing Ted out. Liesl is pissed at Ted for playing her over the house. That better be a dream of crazy ass Leslie's. I don't care that him and Nicole think they're done. Liesl don't get to have leftovers. He don't get to do that. No. Well, then be prepared because I doubt very strongly that was there better be a dream. All right, Liesl might have drugged him or something. She better have, or she better be playing a Roger Evans game. Because who am I? Because I wrote Roger to be a hoe. But that was different. See, Roger is a strategic hoe. So there's a difference. He knows what he's doing when he's being a hoe. He's just. Hi, Tanya. Tanya, come here. Eva turned on Ted. Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Look at you. Now you're seeing even clearer. So got the new computer. Awesome. But yeah, because my other computer broke. That's why I was out this week. Well, that's why I didn't come back yesterday. Was because my other laptop broke. So I had to get another computer. And it arrived this morning, right on time. Right as I woke up, it was there. So it's like, perfect. Lordy. I'm Team Ted. Better not have me turn on him after this week's speech. Exactly. I'm very disappointed in Ted. I'm gonna watch Beyond the Gates this week. I'm gonna make time for Beyond the Gates. I've just been very busy this week. I'm a very busy man these days. Kevin Collins isn't coming back to General Hospital. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to come back either. I couldn't believe Smitty last night. Look, Smitty has always been hot. But you know what? Britt don't need to be soft for these hoes, okay? At the end of the day, she didn't care. And I didn't appreciate, I'm sorry, I've been defending Elizabeth like crazy, but she can only be giving Britt so much attitude again because she's like, oh, Britt. And then she's like, the bridge is back. I'm like, watch your mouth, Elizabeth. I don't like her calling her the bridge. She really tried to call her because we all know what she really meant. I don't appreciate that. You don't call her that no more. You call her Britt Westport. GH doesn't know how to write for Kevin. I actually remembered Ted wasn't ish after the nerve of him making Chelsea's kidnapping ordeal about him and his irrelevant little hurt feelings. He can go somewhere and stay gone. Well, damn, Black Purple, tell them how you really feel. You done dragged him. That's her nickname, the Britt. I don't care. It's Britt. It should be. I was saying, don't start, Liz. Britt might take over GH from Portia, from Little Portia. Because if you recall, the only reason why Little Miss Portia was able to be the CEO for a second, hi Dolomedics, was because how are you? The only reason why is because Britt was missing. But now that Britt's back, she could be the CEO again. Britt called herself the Bridge before anyone else did. Oh, well, Britt has that right to call herself that. Elizabeth, yes, and I'll have to drag Ted again. One type of person I have a zero tolerance policy for is a cheater. Wow. Ava never cheated, but you have a problem with her. What man did Ava cheat on? Oh, never mind. I just answered my own question. I'm dead. Ava cheated on Morgan with Sonny. So yeah, you got me there. Answer my own question. That is so ironic that I just answered my own question. When I asked you that question, I answered my own question. Because your name was Morgan, his name is Morgan. That shit is funny as hell now. Portia told just Isaiah that they can't passionately hug anymore. I think Britt is going to run GH with Portia. Never mind. Look. Talk about getting put in my place without even having to say that. She put me in my place. And yep, I know about that walking mattress getting that pathetic excuse for a man back. I am done watching that show. I will never watch that show again. I'd rather get struck by lightning than watch the bald in the trash again. But wow. Damn, why did Ava have to be a cheater too? We always have, because Terry is never there. It's true. Damn, Ava. Is there one thing that Ava hasn't done? Now she's done kidnapping. Isn't Terry also the co-head of GH with Horseshoe? Yeah, but Terry's not on contract, and they probably ain't have nothing for her to do. Yeah, it says Morgan, I owned you a little bit. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, no, I'm not. Really. Which is just a waste of money because he'll be taking that ring back. Ridge is an old greasy bum. But yeah. But like I said, but for the new people coming in, like I said, y'all, if y'all notice new changes to the channel that's coming up eventually, but no later than some point earlier next year or a little bit afterwards. Definitely. We got some fun things planned. And crap, there was something else I wanted to say. There was a reason I brought that up. There was something additional I wanted to tell y'all. ADHD is a pain in the ass. Ridge put a ring on it after sleeping with Taylor the night before. Ridge is trash. What was it? Oh yeah, that's what it was. Cause I could have media leverage for the type of story that it's gonna be. The second book that I'm typing with the same Roger Evans character, it gives me leverage with the media to do that. So that's gonna do really good things for this channel. And I'm gonna make sure I still have time to do our soap operas because I don't care how big I get on the other ones. I'm still not abandoning my soap operas. Not when my Ava Jerome was around. Now, General Hospital, if you make a stupid decision and try to get rid of my Ava, then I will tell General Hospital where the sun don't shine. To stick it where the sun don't shine. But until then, because Ava Jerome is the star of the show, as far as I'm concerned. There is no General Hospital without Ava, Elizabeth, Maxie. Like you see, like the show is this close. Is only if it wasn't for Ava, them putting Maxie Jones in a coma, that would have been it for me a long time ago. But you see, Ava Jerome, she saves this show, the sliver. And then now I like Britt and her new attitude. I mean, her new old attitude. Because she got to have an attitude, okay? At the end of the day, you can't be nice to some hoes. Lulu is rude. Like Dante was all rude. I didn't appreciate the way Dante was talking to my girl Britt like that. Like, Dante, check your attitude, sir, and get that bass out your voice before I check it for you. That's all I'm going to say, Mr. Falconeri. And now she ain't going to, what if Ava moved to the, hell no, I wouldn't be watching that bullshit. I'm still not watching that. And she would not be Ava. She would not be nothing. I'm dead. Look, Black Purple, what would you expect me to do? If Ava, she's the star of the show, okay? So what would you expect? How would you expect me to act? Like a mature adult? I'm supposed to just get over it? If they got rid of Ava, I'm supposed to just come over here and smile and laugh about it? Y'all think that's what I would do? Y'all wouldn't expect me to throw a 3-hour temper tantrum? Cause and then y'all be wondering what happened to the real Kyreese if I'm acting all calm, cool, collective. If they got rid of Ava Jerome and I acted calm, wouldn't y'all suspect that something went wrong? Like seriously, if it was announced tomorrow that Ava Jerome is leaving the show, how would you expect me to react? If I came on camera, I was cool, calm, and collective about it. How would you expect me to react? Wouldn't you suspect that I've been replaced by a Dupelanger? Wouldn't you suspect that the real Kyreese is being held hostage somewhere if I was calm and proceeded business as usual? If Ava left the show. He believed it would be bad. It'd be catastrophic. I'd be so angry. Any and every mention of General Hospital on this channel would be blocked permanently. I would probably go around deleting every single stream, every single everything. I'd be so angry. Lord. Because I don't want to hear, oh, she voluntarily left. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I'd be like, you better voluntarily change her mind. You better give her 10. The real Kyreese in the basement with a gag ball in his mouth. That's the only way. Even then, y'all would still be hearing me, my Ava, my Ava. I'd go 50-50. It'd be real you or mystery twin brother masquerading as you that we never knew. I'm dead. But at least Tammy, you would know it wasn't me, right, Tammy? Because cats have good sense of smell. You would know it wasn't me. You would hiss at the other guy. Ava at B&B, she would kick out the floor and put Bill in the basement. No, Ava's not going to no B&B. Ava had an extra ball game. Hobby told Leo Stark that he lost a daughter. The Tamster, she's so cute. Yes, she is. So is Gordon and Tanya. He already stopped being because they fired Fat Chest Boy. That ain't the reason. That ain't the reason. The reason I stopped watching B&B was the final straw that broke the camel's back was when they rehired that talentless piece of trash, that garbage Hope. Logan. That is when Rick with the ball gag is funny. That is why I will no longer watch Bald and the Beautiful. On top of that, those Hogan women can't be trusted. On top of that. So why should I be watching a house full of whores? There's a house full of whores. When I think about it, Ava always prepared. Wonder who will find Rick. Probably my sweet Elizabeth. Hogan equals Logan. Exactly. The hoes. They put the hoe in Hogan. Bruins on the bench. See, that show was full of garbage. But in my concluding thought, Liesl, you can keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself, you nasty old woman. Okay? Liesl Obrecht. Liz will save him and confess her love for him. Aw, that's so sweet. Not. Oh, Lord. I actually like Ava with Rick, and they're messy. I do like being messy. It's somehow in the house or somehow in the house. But all right, if I put up a poll again on my channel, will you put it in a pity answer for me? What Blender project I should do and post next? No one ever answers them. I never even saw that. Let me see. Let me go to your channel. 1 second before I call this stream a night. I will put up a poll. Oh, I would have answered it. I never saw the poll. It never appeared on my channel. It never showed up on the thing. But have a good night, LaShawn. Have a good night, Black Purple. Have a good night, Dewan, Danny Bear 87, Medora, Gemini, um, Allison, Marlakey, Dolomita, poor Terry. Imagine her going to the office to only find Portia has it smelling like sex and Jerry Curl Juice. Not Jerry Curl Juice. I'm dead. Not the Jerry Curl Juice. Have a great night, Tamara Price. And have a great night, everybody else. I will be back soon. Peace.